And so they spent $260,000 getting this business going. Now, they got some sales, but they actually figured out that they'd have to put in even more money just to keep it going. Jeff had a realization that ultimately this was turning out to be a sunk cost. He had a dripping tap. And so what Jeff ultimately figured out through the support of some advisors and some friends is, look, unless you really believe this is going to go and the data points aren't there to suggest it, you have sunk costs, Jeff. You're going to keep throwing good money after bad to keep this business going. And while psychologically that was very hard for him to accept, ultimately he had the self-awareness to say, yes, you know, you're right. I'm better off just putting this business and shutting it down and putting no more money into it. And ultimately what Jeff ended up doing is doing something quite interesting. So he went and joined a business as their chief technology officer. He was paid a salary, he got some equity, he didn't put any money into the company. And what happened is that company was already partially successful. It had customers, it was generating revenue, and he helped grow it. And ultimately he ended up making, I think it was about $5 million upon the exit. And so put nothing in apart from his time, his expertise. He got some equity and that ended up turning into $5 million, right? So he identified through friends and advisors and his own self-awareness that continuing to run his business while would have been great was a sunk cost fallacy, and ultimately pivoted, moved into this model and did incredibly well for him and his family.